Hey guys, it's Charlie, and I want to talk a little bit about civil unrest. I'm not speaking to the civil unrest we've seen in Tunisia, Egypt, and now Libya. Certainly that is civil unrest, but I want to talk to the civil unrest that I believe has truly begun here in the United States. Now, a couple years ago, guys like me were going out with Tea Party members and protesting George W. Bush's $600 gimmick that he was handing out, plus the monetary policy of the Federal Reserve. We were protesting because we saw the reckless spending of our government, the reckless monetary policy of the Federal Reserve and the banksters in chief were going to lead to a collapse and pain in the future. So we were protesting current events for future pain. Over the last 2 years, we've seen both people on the left and the right out protesting because of current policy that was going to spell future pain for the citizens of this country. Something different is happening now in Wisconsin and Indiana, and I believe is going to spread across the country. And that is current pain. Austerity is here. I said in late 2010 that 2011 is going to be, austerity is going to be in vogue in this country. And here it is. We have the teachers out protesting in Wisconsin, and it's going to spread to Indiana, and it's going to spread across this country. Now, the reason they're protesting is because the rubber has met the road in their world. It's actually going to affect their pocketbooks. And the mainstream media is doing what the mainstream media does, which is playing spokesman for their corporate interests. You know, they say they want civility, they say they want a political solution, but then they go ahead and run stories, a couple of which that I posted on my website today, which were, you know, on the left you had Democratic spokesmen out there saying it's time for this protest to get bloody, and on the right you had some idiot saying that the police should be using a live ammunition against the protesters. You know, this is obviously, as soon as they report it, your reporter will go on television and say, well, you know, the Republican spokesman was fired and his comments were disavowed. And the Democrats do the same job of denying that that is what they truly want, is bloody protest. But in reality, that is exactly, in my opinion, what they want. Why? Because they want to direct the focus away from the cause of the economic meltdown that we are in. Make no mistake about it. You know, the teachers of Wisconsin, the labor unions of this country, collective bargaining, public sector, private sector, we're all in the same boat together. We're all in the same economy that has hit a landmine, and we're all going to go down together. This bickering amongst ourselves about, you know, he did this, she did that, he's on welfare, she had her home foreclosed on, my property value's falling. This is nothing more than a game that the mainstream media is propagating, and it benefits their masters, because if we're fighting against each other, then we're not going to turn our focus to what got us here in the first place, which is insane monetary policy and a cabal of international banksters who purposely, in my opinion, have imploded the economy of this country and the economies around the world. And what is their answer? More of the same. I'll attach a story that shows the IMF has the answer when it comes to food shortages around the world. They're going to step up and lend money to countries whose economies are flailing so they can go further into debt to buy food for their citizens who already can't pay back the debt that they have and don't earn enough money to put food on their table in the first place. This insanity has got to stop, but more importantly, we need to keep in mind that your neighbor, your fellow citizen, is not what brought the country to its knees. It's this insane cabal of too big to fail that have sucked the life out of this country and sucked the life out of the economy around the world. Stories are attached. That's all I got.